Hi, I'm Karen.
And I'm Renee, and welcome to thebakingshow.com.
Today we're going to make our favorite brownie recipe. So we're going to jump right in, we're going to tell you the ingredients and put it in the oven and bake away.
Sounds good. Okay, the ingredients are 1 cup of butter, which is 8 ounces, 2 1/4 cups of sugar, 1 1/4 cups of Dutch cocoa powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 4 large eggs, 1 1/2 cups of unbleached flour, and 2 cups of chocolate chips. In this case, we've used 1 cup of milk chocolate and 1 cup of semi-sweet.
Okay, so we've melted this butter in the microwave, and now we're going to add the sugar.
Okay.
And so Randy, if you want to add that in, and then the secret to this recipe is you stir this sugar in and to get it to start to melt, and then you put it back in the microwave to get it to dissolve even more.
Oh, okay. So you have to get it to kind of really incorporate into the butter.
Right, you bring it up to bubbling again.
But this isn't going to melt totally. It's
not
gonna,
completely.
right,
No,
you're
but
gonna have some sugar left over.
It will have a really nice shine to it when you stir it the second time. So you'll see that it does make a difference.
Okay, well, pop this back in the microwave. All right, so it's come out of the microwave, and it does have a nice shine to it. And we're stirring, and as you can see, the sugar is not totally melted, but it is somewhat incorporated into the butter.
Starting to dissolve more.
Yeah, and now we probably need a little bigger bowl because we are going to start adding ingredients and beating them in here.
Great.
Okay, so now we're just going to add the dry ingredients to this.
Okay.
So you mix, I'll pour.
Okay.
We're going to start with the cocoa. We're just going to beat this all in. And then we move on over to the salt.
So that butter's still nice and warm. It's helping to really dissolf that cocoa.
Yeah, everything develops fast, which is really good with this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put in the baking powder. And the vanilla.
Brownies are one of those things you do not need to use a mixer for. I like that.
And then let me know when you're ready for the eggs.
Okay, ready to roll.
Okay, I'll pop this in.
So then we gotta break that up very nicely and get it.
Yeah, once we get this all incorporated, then we'll add the flour and the chips.
Great. Okay, ready
all
for
right,
the flour.
last steps, we're going to add the flour. And then once that's in there, the chocolate chips.
That is the secret to this recipe. Actually, there are a few secrets to this recipe. I think melting the butter gives it that nice sheen on the top after it cooks. And then the, oops, sorry about that.
That's okay.
The chocolate chips then really give it a richness and fudginess inside.
And it makes it extra chocolatey.
Yeah.
Which one?
Ready for those if you want to dump them in.
Okay. And there are lots of them.
We like it that way.
Yeah. Okay, now after we get this incorporated, we're going to just spread it into a prepared pan. Pan size should be 9 by 13. We're going to bake it in a 350 oven. Right, so we're going to bake this for 28 to 30 minutes.
Okay, now it's the transfer that is always the challenge here.
Alright, so this is what it looks like once it's in the pan. So we're just going to pop it in the 350 oven and let her cook.
Do I have any chocolate on my face?
No, you're good. Okay, so our brownies are done.
The world's best brownie.
They rise nice. They are really chocolatey and fudgy. And we were talking when we were melting the butter and the sugar, and that kind of gives it a glossy top. I don't know if you can see that in TV land there, but it does have a nice glossy top to it. And you can serve this plain. It is wonderful. Or you can put powdered sugar, you can put whipped cream, you can put a frosting. Coconut frosting goes really good on this.
And different types of chocolate inside.
Right.
So if you like this recipe, please go to thebakingshow.com.